Hi there, this is Nick broadcasting yet again on the wonderful Get Me Off Grid video blog. It's absolutely great to be here. It's great to be able to share information with you. Yes, I am using this video blog for the purposes of raising funds so I myself can get completely and utterly off grid. But there's another few dimensions to this as well. Let's say I was doing something else. Let's say I'd changed tack and I got another way of bringing the money together for myself so I could get myself completely and utterly off grid. Where would that leave you? Would I necessarily be sharing all my information with you? Would I necessarily be helping you to find ways of cutting down your bills or finding ways of going off grid even cheaper than you would be able to otherwise? Remember, I'm trying to do this to basically find ways of saving you money as well as saving me money, if you get my drift, okay? So all of the experimentation that I'll be doing and all the things that I'll be creating in the intermediate time whilst, I'm getting money together so I can get myself completely and utterly off grid through the donation link that you'll find in the information box in this particular video. That's going to come out of my pocket. That's not going to come out of yours. And it's not going to come out of the donation money which is there for the continuing process. So essentially what you, the audience, will be paying for will essentially for me to carry on providing more and more information. We've had 3 great donors so far. That's absolutely wonderful. We've got 7, Ron 4, we've got Item 9's OK, and we've got Andrew, who've all provided funds for this one particular project. And I'm grateful to each and every single one of you. The more money that comes in, the better. Every single penny that comes in goes towards every single pound. Every single pound that comes in goes towards every single £100. Every single £100 that comes in goes towards every single £1,000. And slowly and surely the dream will start to reach reality. I'm very quickly going to reiterate that surely it's important to see someone who's actually going through the motions rather than someone who's just, in inverted commas, raising awareness. We can raise awareness until the cows come home, and basically there'll be no good happening. But if I'm actually doing it, the whole project from start to finish, and I'm showing it to you through my videos, then surely that's a little more important, and you'll be able to get each and every single bit of information that you need and that you require. I've already given you a brief overview of the wood gas stove, I've already shown you the solar oven, and I've already promised I'm going to get myself a electric solar panel creation kit, or a set of broken photovoltaic panels so I myself can make a photovoltaic panel from basically the smallest quantity of cash that I can, so as to demonstrate that you yourself could also save a lot of money. Now the purpose of this particular video, as far as the information is concerned, is to demonstrate that there is a cheaper way of doing things. I've been having a quick Google on the internet for prices of large, and I mean large, photovoltaic electrical systems. And I've seen them going for like £14,000 sterling. That's UK currency for 4 kilowatts. Alright, or kiloamp hours. Okay. Now, the system that I'm planning on could possibly create, let's say, 327 watts for somewhere in the region of, let's say, £100. Maybe that would include the cost of the backing board and a bit of acrylic, or maybe some silicone encapsulant for the cells themselves, as well as a few other little fiddly things such as the connecting tape and the flux you have to add to assist with the soldering process, the soldering iron, the solder itself, and a few other little things. Let's say that's £100 for roughly one third of a kilowatt. If you were to spend that 3 times, what would you have? You would have a 1 kilowatt solar system. Sure, it will be fiddly, and it will take a bit of time, but that's 1 kilowatt for the cost of approximately £300. Okay, let's be really pessimistic and say it goes up to £500 if you want to make it look really good and you want to have all the best equipment there. 1 kilowatt's worth for £500. So 4 kilowatts worth would cost you £2,000. Simply 4 times 500. There's a big difference, funnily enough, between £2,000 and £14,000. Sure, there will be your labour involved, but you can do this in the evenings, in the weekends, when you've got some time on a day off work. and it can be achieved. You see, in some parts of the world, alternative energy is being sold as being some kind of massive status symbol. But yet, I've shown you how you can do your outdoor cooking with the help of a tin can with some holes drilled into it to turn it into a wood gas stove. Okay? The tin can, a scrap tin can. I'm telling you that you can make yourself a 4 kilowatt solar array for approximately £12,000 less than the market value. Sure, you'll have to install it yourself and do the wiring and all the rest of that, but you could get it through doing much more yourself. Same with wind power. I mean, in China, alright, the wealthy families in China, they've got their own methane generators. And that's partially because they want to go green, and China has this goal of, by 2020, to have 20% of all of their energy coming from renewables. But that's predominantly going to be driven by the wealthy. Now, those who are less well off, like you and me, you know, the average individual who wants to save money long term and wants to be able to provide a future for themselves and a future for their children's children, can do everything much less. So look into developing the skills of creating your own solar panel from broken photovoltaic panels. Look into the possibility of using plumbing parts and permanent magnet motors to build your own wind generator. Yes, there's more skills to be developed. Okay, there's more effort to be put in. But the bottom line is, if you can do it for a lower cost than the providers out there, then why not go for it? Here in the UK, you don't need planning permission for a solar system. That's because there's a desire to try and get everybody getting solar. You could probably even get yourself some money back through the feed-in tariff. If you were to contact your energy providers, make sure they accept feed-in tariff firstly, and that they could help to cut it down. Alright, cut your bills down, or provide you with extra money coming into your home as a result of using the photovoltaic panels. All these things are things to think about. Okay? Obviously, it's not just a question of money, it's also a question of energy security. What happens if the lights go out? What happens if your local power stations fail and there is a brownout or a blackout? You still need power, and you can get it. Sure, you might need more panels if you're someone in a country which does not have consistent sunshine, but you can still find a way. And that's essentially the purpose of this particular video. You can do much more yourself. Solar ovens made from cardboard boxes and aluminium foil. Okay? Wood gas stoves made from tin cans that work. The wood gas stove works. I've cooked meals outside. I've had like fried beans and all sorts of things outside, you know. You can make some great meals on a wood gas stove if you assemble it in a good way. Photovoltaic panels aren't cheap. Solar space heating can be done with the help of aluminium drinks cans. We've got to be the solution. And eventually, with a bit of time and a bit of investment, we might all be able to get off-grid. Rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, and donate. Links below. God bless.